What's up, Capricorn? Happy holidays and welcome to your What's the Tea reading for December 2020. So, this is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are totally welcome as well. And Capricorn, this is going to be a love reading for those of you out there that are in some sort of challenge or separation. So, like no communication, no contact sort of thing. So, take it as it resonates, of course. If it doesn't resonate, toss it right on out. Check out your other placements, your moon, rising, and Venus. Please do hit the thumbs up button if it does resonate. YouTube has not been recommending my content like they used to. I don't know why, but legitimately every like and comment and share really does make a difference. So I would greatly appreciate that. Furthermore, Capricorn, if you are interested in a personalized version of this reading, if it super resonates with you, I have temporarily reopened personal reading requests. So I will leave all the deets for that in the box below. I'll also put like a detailed outline of everything we're going to cover in this reading in the detail box below as well. But basically, we're just going to be spilling all the tea. This is a really comprehensive spread that I have come up with. So if that all sounds interesting, keep watching. This might just be your reading. So let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to take a look at first here, Capricorn, is the recent past. So that should let a lot of you know pretty quickly if this is your story or not. So we're going to pull a few cards here and just figure out like what's gone down between you and this person in the past. So Capricorn, December 2020. Capricorn. So recent past. So what went down between Capricorn and this person in the recent past? Oh, wow. Recent past. Oh my goodness. This is really lovely. Okay, wow. Really clear message. Bottom of the deck, we've got the moon, which is totally fits right in with the rest of these energies, Capricorn. So here's what I see for you guys. So in the past, I really feel like this relationship was like a fucking breath of fresh air. We've got two aces. So we've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe two of my favorite cards, like, you know, when it comes to love. And speaking of like the beginnings of a relationship, it's gorgeous. You know, this is a relationship that started off on a really good foot. You know, a lot of feelings and emotions, like an overwhelming amount of love, right out the gate here with the Ace of Cups. And also there was like definitely an element of stability. Perhaps this relationship sort of felt, you know, it felt important from the beginning. Take that as it resonates, but there was like a level of depth and complexity and importance to this connection straight away. We've also got the Queen of Pentacles. Like I definitely, and furthermore, we've got the World. I feel like you and this person came together and it may have almost gotten serious quite quickly. You know, you both felt on top of the world. You know, there was definitely a level of commitment right away. But something went down here. Something went down that caused guards to go up with this Nine of Wands, okay? So perhaps things moved a little too quickly. That is what I see here. So in the past, perhaps things got too serious too quickly, guards went up, and then we've got the Hermit. And then like some sort of withdrawal took place, where, you know, insecurities started coming forth with that Moon card. Perhaps the two of you were very triggering to one another. Like your deepest subconscious junk and bullshit started getting triggered and coming to the surface. There may have been some level of like defensiveness. Perhaps once you guys sort of came out of that honeymoon phase and, you know, started to acknowledge any sort of imperfections in one another, someone got scared. Maybe both of you got scared. The defenses went up, and there could have been ghosting here. Somebody could have ghosted the other person. I definitely sense, though, that, you know, it's like it went from 0 to 100, and then, you know, somebody got cold feet, somebody got scared, the walls went up, withdrawal took place, okay? So take that as it resonates. We're going to keep going here. So what's the current energy? That's what we're going to take a look at next. So what is the current energy between Capricorn and this person? What is the current energy of this connection? Wow, we've got the Ten of Wands. So perhaps like this whole situation just seems very heavy. It feels very burdensome. There's likely been a lot left unsaid and unresolved, but it just feels it's heavy. You know, there's a weight that perhaps you and this person are both sort of just carrying around. You know, the word that comes to mind, Capricorn, is dread. It's almost like a sense of dread. And I feel like a lot of that does have to do with unresolved shit, you know, like unfinished business. Like you may feel like there's so much unfinished business here. So tell me more. What is the current energy of this connection? Wow, we've got the Two of Wands. Yeah, I feel like what the burden is, Capricorn, is, you know, that question, like, stay or go. You know, should I move on from this person, or should I wait and see what happens? Because as I mentioned in the beginning, like, it's very likely that you, Capricorn, pretty much immediately felt like this is your person. You know, it didn't take long for you to sort of dive into this and commit to this. And regardless of what's happened here, I still get the sense that you see a future with this person. But kind of the ambiguity of it all, not knowing, is heavy. That's the burden. The burden is not knowing if this person is going to be a part of your future or not. So let's keep going here. So what is the current energy? And I do sense that this person is sort of feeling that same weight. They're feeling that same heaviness. And again, it all comes back to those like, that unresolved energy, not knowing like how is this going to pan out? So current energy, we've got the Strength card. I feel like both of you are trying to be strong. Perhaps both of you are sort of trying to stick to your guns. Like nobody wants to concede. Nobody wants to reach out. You know, you don't want to reach out to them and they don't want to reach out to you. Whatever mess was created in the past, you know, when those walls went up and there was that ghosting or whatever the fuck happened, take it as it resonates. There is like a level of pride and ego here. I feel that is a block that is currently kind of keeping things in limbo. It's making it worse. So let's get one more. So what is the current energy of this connection? Wow, we've got the Nine of Cups. At this point, yeah, I mean, Capricorn, bottom of the deck, we've got the Star. I definitely feel like there's something very significant about this connection when it comes to your own healing, your own individual growth, and, you know, healing subconscious wounds and issues that were perhaps like deeply rooted within you, and the same for this person, that were sort of shaken loose by this connection and brought to the surface so they can be healed. That being said, I feel like right now, the current vibe and the current energy for both of you just want to be happy. Like, and both of you are very much like looking out for yourselves. This is, the Nine of Cups. It's, it's an individual card. Both of you are very much focused on what's going to make you happy for the future. Is it this connection or is it something else? Which is not a bad thing necessarily. I think it's definitely important not to put other people's wants and needs and desires before your own. Right now may be a time in which this separation is sort of giving you both an opportunity to think about the future and think about, is this connection what you want for the future? Is it your wish? Is it your Nine of Cups? I'm going to grab a clarifying card for that particular energy and just see what we can uncover, see what tea we can spill here. So tell me more about this Nine of Cups and the current energy for Capricorn. Wow, we've got the King of Wands. We've got the Magician. And then we've got this Nine of Wands energy again. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Cups. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, Capricorn. I feel like both of you, like both you and this person, are in a very stubborn ass fucking energy right now. Like, stubborn. Your walls are up, you're suspicious. With the Magician and the King of Wands, I feel like it's like neither one of you want to be the one that has to make it happen. You may both be sort of just waiting on a sign from the universe or just waiting on the other person to make the first move. But it's like at this current time, neither one of you are willing to be vulnerable. Neither one of you are willing to sort of stick your neck out, to be the first one to communicate, the first one to say something. There's still definitely this element of having your guard up when it comes to this connection. So all of that being said, let's keep going here, Capricorn. What we're going to look at next is, what is their current attitude? So what is this person's current attitude towards the connection? Not necessarily towards you, but towards the relationship dynamic between the two of you. So what is this person's current attitude? What is this person's attitude towards Capricorn? So December 2020, what is this person's attitude and energy towards Capricorn? Wow. I don't love it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to pull a few more, but it's more of the same energy. Like, I definitely feel like I'm tapped in. Wow. Yeah. Definitely feel like I'm very much tapped into this situation, because everything is really fluid so far. Give me one more. What is this person's attitude towards the connection? Yikes. So yeah, I mean, exactly as I mentioned earlier, like that all that energy, that very standoffish, that very having the wall up, having the guard up. First card that came out here, we've got Roaming Wild. Okay, so free-spirited, risks and possibilities. I very much feel like this person right now is not trying to commit. Like, they, again, as I mentioned earlier, I feel like that things may have felt serious really quickly. And, take it as it resonates. That may have really spooked this person, freaked them out, something like that. There may have been like a lot of expectations here within the connection on both sides. And, for what it's worth, I do feel like, when it comes to pointing the finger, who did what, I'm just the messenger, okay, Capricorn, so don't get hateful. I'm just being honest with you and keeping it 100. But I do get the sense that like both of you sort of contributed to the freak out, the breakdown, the guards going up. And it was very much based on your own individual experiences in the past. Shit from the past that happened. A lot of fears and insecurities coming to the surface. So right now, your person's attitude is just, you know what? I want to roam wild. I don't want to be tied down. Like maybe in the future, maybe, at a different time. But right now, this person is distracting themselves. We have got sidetracked, okay? Delays, distractions, and change. This person is just having a good time. This person is just worried about numero uno, 9 of Cups. They're just worried about taking care of themselves, making themselves happy. We've got illusions, okay? Clouded judgment, unbalanced and skewed. We've got resentment, stinging words, bitterness, and anger, okay? I'm sensing that perhaps this resentment energy is coming from maybe the last conversation that the two of you had. They could feel that you resent them, that they could have a lot of, some level of discomfort around that, Capricorn. Like they may feel that you're bitter with them. Like just the overall vibe of the relationship right now is just not great. It does not seem like there's an open line of communication. We've also got this energy of upheaval, shock, the unexpected, and trouble. So yeah, right now, this connection just seems way too heavy for your person. Like they're not interested really in fucking around with this right now. They would rather continue to distract themselves by whatever means necessary. And it appears that, they're doing so by roaming wild. To me, that is sort of like a player kind of energy. Like they may just be, talking to multiple people with the pandemic. I mean, I don't think that people are messing around or, sleeping around perhaps the way they did pre-pandemic. At least I sure hope not. But frankly, it's that kind of energy. But to be clear, I don't feel like it's, I feel like it's a way to escape for this person. Like they're just trying to distract themselves. And, it's right now they're not in a good mental space about anything. But, to be clear, their perspective and their thought process surrounding this connection is very much unbalanced and skewed and clouded. So take it as it resonates, Capricorn. So let's keep going here. So all of that being said, question number 4 is, how do they really feel about you? So how do they genuinely feel about you? So this may be their attitude towards a committed relationship with you at this current time. But deep down inside, in their heart, how do they genuinely feel about you, Capricorn? So how does this person genuinely feel about Capricorn? December 2020. This person just doesn't fucking feel good enough for you. Point blank, period. This person doesn't feel like they have enough to offer you, and this could have been the root of everything. when I look back at the beginning of this reading, like the recent past, the past energy, that Queen of Pentacles very much could represent you, Capricorn. They could have seen you as just having your shit together completely. They could have very much seen you as being wifey material. That could have been, or, husband material, wifey material, gender doesn't matter. They perhaps really saw you as being someone they could take home to their parents, somebody they could build a life with. And it really struck a chord within them that made them feel very insecure, made them feel like they intimidated, like, fuck, I don't have my shit together. I'm not ready for this. And it was easier for them to become all defensive and then ghost you or withdraw from you, versus get vulnerable with you and tell you how they really felt, or just fucking deal with their own insecurities, But yeah, I mean, how this person truly feels deep down about you, they don't feel good enough for you. They don't feel like they have enough or anything, perhaps, to really offer you. So let's see what else we can find out. So how does this person genuinely feel about Capricorn? 9 of Swords. Oh my God. I mean, this person is just all up in their head. So many fears. They're telling themselves like the absolute worst. The worst case scenario. Perhaps this person was just, everything was so magical in the beginning. And like I mentioned earlier, I definitely get the vibe that the two of you went from like 0 to 100. Like you got really, it felt serious and significant really quickly. And this person may have some abandonment issues with rejection, and you may have triggered that. This person's fears may have started creeping in, and they told themselves, like, I'm not good enough for Capricorn. This is only going to end badly. Like, Capricorn is just going to fucking leave me once Capricorn realizes that I'm not enough and, realizes who I really am. I'm not going to be enough. It's like this person has just told themselves the most fearful story about how things could turn out here and just replayed that in their head over and over again. So let's keep going here. So how does this person truly feel? We've got the Devil. Good God. I mean, this is a really tough energy. I'm not going to lie, Capricorn. We've got the 7 of Cups. Yeah, wow. Bottom of the deck, we've got the 4 of Cups. Didn't we have the 4 of Cups on the bottom of the deck earlier? Yeah, look at this. Can't make that shit up. That is significant. And guys, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I fucking hate that card. Like, of all of the cards, out of all 78 cards of the tarot, the card that gets on my nerves, that's the right word to use. I don't hate the card, it just really gets on my nerves. It's annoying. That 4 of Cups. Because it's, it's like a little kid that doesn't want to eat their broccoli. You feel me? It's just, to me, it's like it's a very stubborn, juvenile sort of vibe. And that's your person's energy. It's like, you were too good to be true for this person, and you triggered a lot of their fucking insecurities. I'm telling you guys, for those of you that are going to resonate with this all has to do with like self-worth issues. This person could have a lot of insecurities about like how much money they make, what they do for a living, like that sort of stuff. Stuff that is very superficial. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, and we have got the 8 of Pentacles. At the end of the day, like, this person's fears, their fears are that they will never be able to show up for you. And frankly, this person could be working towards that right now. We'll find out more here momentarily, but I feel like this person's fears are just fucking buck wild when it comes to you with that devil. It's like this person cannot get over their own fears and their own insecurities. This person also could just be a major commitment phobe, like have some serious commitment issues. I do pick that up as well. But it all boils down to the same thing for all of you, no matter the situation. The real issue and the real root cause has to do with this person avoiding being rejected. This is an energy of like, I'm going to leave you before you can leave me. It's like that's the only way this person knows to deal with it. They want to feel like they've got the upper hand because they're terrified of being rejected by you. It's tough. It's a tough energy. I'm not going to lie. And do let me know in the comments if this resonates with you, Capricorn. I sure hope it does if you're still with me this far into the reading. So let's keep going. So based on everything we know so far, which yes, this is a bit challenging. Let's find out what they really want. So what do they really want with you? What are their intentions with you moving forward for the future? So what are this person's intentions with Capricorn moving forward? So what are this person's intentions with Capricorn? What are this person's intentions? Whoops. It's so strange here, Capricorn, because I'm getting a lot of the same vibes that we've already gotten in the reading. I feel like, and I do want to mention this, Capricorn, I really do feel like that a lot of you are dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, okay? Because there's just so much swords energy here again. And it can be like male or female again, gender doesn't matter. But the very first card that came out, we've got the Queen of Swords. And furthermore, we have got the Seven of Swords, we've got the Five of Swords, and we've got the Nine of Swords. Look at this. The 5, 7, and 9, which not that really many of the swords suit in general are super, overwhelmingly positive. These are three that there's no upside to, to put it very bluntly. And then we've got the King of Wands, and it came out with the Nine of Swords. The other two cards we've got here, we've got Judgment and we have got the World. Okay. It's, this is what I'm sensing. In a perfect world, this person, would love to be able to sort of like end one cycle and begin another with you, start over with you, be able to come back together and reconcile with you somehow. But what I pick up here is that it's almost like they know, if they're being honest with themselves, that, there's too much fuckery here. Like that, all that resentment energy we picked up earlier. It's coming out here again with this 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Perhaps there's been too much water under the bridge. Like there's been some bullshit behavior. There's been some, secrets. There's been, and perhaps it's all in this person's head even. that's going to be for some of you. But at the end of the day, it's like this person's own fears continue to get the best of them. This person is way too fearful to step up and actually take action. King of Wands. It's like they have too many fears. They have too many fears to actually step up and do anything. It's almost like they've accepted it. It's sort of sad, really. I'm going to get one final card here for like what their intentions are. Let's see. Get a different deck. So please clarify these energies here for Capricorn's person. What are their intentions? One more card, please. Well, it gave me two. We've got the Page of Wands and we've got the Knight of Swords. Justice on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I do really feel like there's something very karmic feeling about this whole thing. And I cannot kick this overwhelming fucking feeling, Capricorn, that this person is just super immature. Like there's an issue here with this person's level of maturity that's really impacting this connection. It's like this person just feels safer watching from afar. Like this person may just feel safer in this energy, that roaming wild energy, like not really committing. It's like this person feels safer just rushing into the lives of others and then rushing right the fuck back out. And perhaps that is what they're going to continue to do, but yeah, I'm not loving this energy, Capricorn. We're going to keep going, though. So if this person could tell you anything, what would it be? That is the next question that we're going to ask. So if this person could tell Capricorn anything right now, December 2020, what would it be? Can we start over? What did I say earlier? Yeah. I definitely feel like this person has acted like a fucking fool. They've shown their ass. They have not treated you properly, and they know it. And like I said earlier, I felt that, in like what would they like moving forward with you. It's like in a perfect world, this person wishes that they could just start all over with you. End this chapter and begin a new one. I feel like it's not even that. I feel like there's been so much water under the bridge. They really almost just wish they could rewind, go back in time, find a hot tub time machine and redo everything. Because perhaps they feel like they've left such a bitter taste in your mouth that you'll never be able to see them the same again after whatever they've put you through. So tell me more. If this person could say anything, if they could say anything to Capricorn, what would it be? So this card says, my social media isn't reflecting the truth. So perhaps this person, Capricorn, perhaps they've really put a lot on their social media, acting like they're just living their best life. And it's a bunch of bullshit. This person may use their own social media in very manipulative ways. They may know that you really, you keep an eye on that. And they're wanting to sort of project a certain image of themselves and their life currently. And it's actually couldn't be further from the truth. Okay? Take it as it resonates. See what else wants to come out. So if this person could say anything, if they could tell anything to Capricorn, what would it be? So we have got, you deserved the truth and I hate myself for deceiving you. So yes, I do definitely feel like there was, some level of deception here at some point. This person wasn't truthful with you. I feel like the main thing this person wasn't truthful about was why they were becoming defensive, what the real problem was. It's like this person wouldn't open up and be vulnerable with you and express their own fears and vulnerabilities with you. and it may have made this seem way worse than it actually was. There may not have been like any, third party shit or like adultery or anything like that, but who knows? Like, their shady ass behavior may have really made you feel that there was. Take it as it resonates. So we've also got, I feel stuck in my current situation. So that could be a number of things, Capricorn. Again, I didn't really pick up like a heavy third party vibe. I mean, that could be the case for some of you, but I feel like this is more of a financial situation. Or perhaps this person just doesn't feel like they can change. And they want you to know that. Like, they don't feel like they can break free from that sort of like bachelorette for life sort of lifestyle. Or, this person may have other people that rely on them financially, something like that. Whatever the case, they feel very stuck currently. So let's pull a few more messages from a different deck. So if this person could say anything to Capricorn, what would it be? I don't think I can take your reaction right now. Exactly. I feel like a lot of their fears and, their anxieties about coming back towards you have to do with this energy of resentment. This fear that you are bitter and angry with them for everything that's gone down here. For the fact that, you deserved the truth and they deceived you. It's like this person just doesn't have the courage. They don't have the balls. They don't have the strength to come forth and really take ownership for what they've done. They're too afraid of what you would say. And frankly, I'm not certain that they don't deserve to, for you to react that way, Capricorn. But yeah, I mean, if they could tell you anything, that would be one of the things. They're not sure they can handle it. They can handle, the wrath of you, Capricorn, at this current time. Wow. So we have got a lot of signs are pointing to you lately. So Capricorn, perhaps you have been really thinking about this person a lot recently as well, and that's why you're watching this. Anytime this card comes out, I typically see it as a signal of that. Like, both parties involved are likely experiencing like signs and synchronicities from the universe that are very much like reminding them of the other person. So, yeah, just know if you're seeing those sorts of things pop up that they are too. And then we've also got, I know it might be too late by the time I figure things out. So, I mean, this person knows. This person knows they've fucked up a good thing. They know they've lost a good thing from the start. To kind of circle all the way back to the beginning of the reading here, Capricorn, I feel like from the very start, from the get-go, that you and this person both felt like a level of importance. Like there was an air of like seriousness about this connection. It felt important. It felt like it could be the one, be it. And this person is aware, they're aware that they've really done a good job fucking this up. And they're aware that they may not be able to get their shit together and make their way back into your good graces in time. Like they would tell you that. They would say, hey, I'm not sure. It could be, too late. Like, you're so wonderful, Capricorn. It's likely you're going to find somebody else, before I'm able to figure my own shit out and do what I need to do, sort of gain the courage and the strength to do what I need to do, to get back into your good graces and to make this happen. But I do, at the end of the day, Capricorn, I really feel like there's just been a lot of water under the bridge here. Like perhaps you've given this person, this isn't going to resonate for all of you, but for some of you, I feel like you've given this person like a ridiculous amount of chances and they've just continued to like prove to you why you should not give them even a single one more. They fuck it up every time. They find a way to, to do something. And this just sort of occurred to me too with that world energy and that world card coming out. Again, here it's come out twice now. This very much would be indicative of going round and round with this person. So for some of you, this is like a fucking cycle that has just repeated itself over and over and over again. And it may just be time to let this person go, We'll get some advice though. That's where we're headed next. So, well, we've got one more question before that, which is, what is the likelihood that this person will reach out? So over the holidays specifically, Capricorn, what are the chances that you will hear from this person? So what are the chances that Capricorn will hear from this person between now and the end of the holidays? What are the chances that Capricorn will hear from this person? Wow, we've got the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I mean, Capricorn, I know this reading has not been, rainbows and butterflies, that's for sure. It has not been warm and fuzzy. For those of you that are new, I'm so sorry. That's just how I roll on this channel. Like, I'm never going to sugarcoat it. I'm always going to keep it 100 with you guys. And I do not see this person reaching out to you anytime soon. I feel like this person is still just so stuck on the past. This person is just stuck in, like, it feels fresh. Like everything that's gone wrong between the two of you, all of the pain, all of it. It still feels like it just happened yesterday to this person. Ten of Swords. And that's all they can focus on. I also feel like this person's pride and ego is just fucking through the roof. With the Six of Wands, we've got the Seven of Cups, we've got Temperance, and we've got the Eight of Cups, okay? So yeah, like, things between the two of you, like, they're not balanced at this current time, is what I see here. Like, this person is going to continue to try to get their ego stroked. They're going to continue to try to keep their options open, and it's to boost their own self-esteem issues, their own self-worth issues, that energy of roaming wild, It's very fleeting, it's very temporary, but I feel like this person very much seeks out attention and validation of their own worth by being a little promiscuous, if you feel me. So I see that continuing over the holiday season. I see them continuing to walk away from this connection and be unwilling to take ownership for what they've done. Ultimately, at least in the near future. Okay. So let's wrap up this reading. I know it seems like overwhelmingly melancholy, but there's always a silver lining, Capricorn. So let's see what kind of advice and guidance we can get for you. So what is the advice and guidance for my Capricorns? What is the advice and guidance for Capricorn? Let go and let God, baby. There is a need, Capricorn. December 2020. I'm here to tell you. You have nothing to fear. You have nothing to worry about. Okay? What is meant for you is already yours. Divine timing is at play here. If it's not this person, you've just got to believe that everything that you've ever dreamed of is on its way to you. You don't need to push it. You don't need to fight for it. You don't need to overly exert yourself, okay? You just got to take a deep breath and let go. Surrender. The more you can just surrender, the better. You are absolutely being divinely protected and guided in the best way. So give me another card here. What is the advice and guidance for my Capricorns? The Hanged Man. Now is the time, Capricorn, for you to pull back. And you're ready for this, okay? Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. It's time for you to get unstuck, because I feel like a lot of you, and again, this really ties back into, some of the elements of this reading that we covered way earlier. I feel like a lot of you are just feeling so stuck, so stagnant in life. And it's because you're continuing to wear this blindfold, and it's your choice. Only you can make the choice to take off the blindfold and move forward. So Spirit is saying, Capricorn, take off that fucking blindfold. Like, you don't need to wait around for this person. Fuck a bunch of that. It's time for you to pull back and see this from a higher perspective. It's time for you to see this for what it really is. And remember earlier when I got that karmic vibe, I do feel like there was some sort of really, really significant lesson that was meant to be learned through this connection. Spirit is saying, pull back and try to detach from this situation and see it. See that lesson. See the blessing. Even though that this seems like nothing but pain and nothing but agony and suffering attached to this, Spirit is asking you to dig a little deeper. Perhaps there's a need for you to really pull back and see this from like a more spiritual perspective. And, that was so hard to reach that far. But yeah, there's a need for you to see this from like a more spiritual perspective and less of like the 3D perspective. So let's see what other advice and guidance we can get. So advice and guidance for Capricorn, December 2020. This is great. So we've got surrender, worry, bottom of the deck. So definitely get out of your own head, okay? I definitely am getting the sense with this energy of like surrender to wonder and awe, like perhaps this connection has made you feel a bit jaded, a bit cynical when it comes to love. And Spirit is saying, you got to pull yourself out of that, Capricorn. Like, you've got to break free from that sort of jaded, low vibrational, really negative sort of outlook. This situation could have really made you lose faith in the idea of like romantic love and partnerships. Don't let it. This card says, open to the magic of every moment and sense the wonder and awe, or sense the awe and wonder, rather, in all of life. That attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. And speaking of flow, surrender to effortlessness. And this is all very much like similar to what I mentioned earlier with the Wheel of Fortune, with the Hanged Man. It's all about letting go and letting God, just allowing, that belief that what is meant for you is already yours. You don't have to force it. You don't have to chase it. It is already on its way to you, but you have to surrender. You have to surrender to stillness, surrender to non-action, surrender to effortlessness. It says, stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. And lastly, we've got surrender to prayer, okay? So perhaps the month of December is a great time for you to just reconnect with, whatever higher power you subscribe to, Capricorn, spirit, source, God, whatever the case. It says, give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. I love that message. I know this has been a really lengthy reading, Capricorn. Please do let me know in the comments if it resonates. I'm going to pull one more advice card for you before we part ways, okay? Wow, so this card says, Clover, release your guilt. So that won't be for all of you. Take it as it resonates. Anything, though, that you are... and also this, on the bottom of the deck, this nostalgia card. Focus on the here and now. Perhaps, Capricorn, you've just been like living in the past. You know, you've been unable to move forward. You've been staying really stuck and stagnant, and it's because you're living in the past. The time is now for you to release and let go of any guilt or resentment or any frustration, any bullshit, low vibrational energies that you feel from the past. Let that shit go and focus on being present. Focus on living your life right now, today. Remembering that like every day that passes is just another day that's gone. And really celebrating and getting excited about the new opportunity that every day brings, okay? So that is what I've got for you. Again, I know this was, a bit of a melancholy reading, but I feel like a lot of you, this is exactly what you needed to hear. That it's just time to let go of this, let go of this person, let go of this situation. And it's time to just see this from a higher perspective, learn the lesson that it was intended to teach you, and then throw the deuces, move on with your life. And just know that everything that you are trying to manifest into your reality is already on its way to you. You just have to allow that magic into your life. So until next time, Capricorn, I'm sending you so much love and light. Mwah, mwah. Peace.